All right, taking a look at y'all's ads right now. I'm going to point out some stuff that's slowing down y'all's results. All right, first thing we look at is the text up here. So, hey, Puget Sound neighbors, go to junk for as low as $176. Puget Sound, $176. All right, so biggest mistake I'm seeing right now is the expert's curse. We call it junk removal, but our customers, our buyers, most likely do not call it junk removal. So, yeah, the expert's curse is basically what makes sense to us isn't what's going to make, is not the number one thing that's going to call in buyers because they actually see it and name it a whole different thing. And so the short term results of this is more people scrolling on by the ad, not calling in the right people, missing out on a ton of people who actually are perfect. They do need junk removal, but it's so strange because it's, we're thinking like, dude, it's just junk removal. They literally do not hear it as the solution to their problem because they name it differently. Um, so yeah, kind of wasting ad spend, not calling in the right people, people who are interested but not committed. Um, those are the short-term consequences of that. So right here, now I'm going to look at the creative. So all right, we got the we fallacy going on here, or we fallacy. This is the mistake we're making, and the false belief that caused us to make this mistake is the more we talk about us or who we are, that is a great thing that'll move the needle to get more buyers in. And that's a mistaken belief. So short-term results of making this mistake or short-term consequences is, basically more people that could be a fit scrolling on by, which hurts our back-end meta ad score. So we're wasting money and hurting our back-end score, and actually resulting in less, going to the less of the right people on Facebook over time. The final thing I look at, number 3, is stuff below the ad always a mistake. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is, since Meta recommends us to fill out these fields, and they prompt us, they have the fields available, and they're trying to push us to fill out these fields, that it's the best thing for us. This is incorrect. It's the best thing for Meta to make them more money for us to fill all the fields out. And why? Makes it look more like an ad. People don't want to be sold to. More people scroll on by, which means Meta gets to serve more ad per unit time. Meta makes more money. We make less money because people are not engaging with our ad because people don't want to be sold to. So short-term results, more people scrolling on by, less of the right people coming through, hurting our back-end meta ad score, wasting money. Meta ad algorithm cannot fully, has kind of restraints on it optimizing, all those things. So those are short-term consequences. Long-term consequences of making all these mistakes is, well, we may get frustrated and quit and stop doing ads on Meta. But long term, that leads to our competitors keep testing, keep iterating, keep trying. They figure out what works, and they're eventually getting more jobs, more Google reviews, more Facebook page reviews, which kind of leads to them kind of compounding exponential growth, dominating our market. Or if we stop doing this, stop testing, then we stagnate, potentially contract, potentially even go out of business, as we kind of can't keep up. So if you do want to become, we do got a chance here to become number one in our area by kind of starting off fixing these mistakes, kind of removing the parking brakes that are on our current ads. So if you do want to remove these things off your current ads, kind of remove these mistakes and give yourself a higher chance of getting more clients and becoming more dominant in your area, then I do have a one slot available starting on Monday for a 1 week paid trial. It's $100 where we'll fix these mistakes in your ads, or remove these mistakes. And I'll be going with the first person who texts me back with the word trial.